Welcome to the 2013 Global Leadership Awards dinner. 16 years ago, when Ted Turner announced his remarkable $1 billion commitment on behalf of UN causes, some advised against it. I was not one of them, okay? The courage, the compassion, the creativity that it took to give away such a huge chunk of his wealth literally took my breath away. I remember the moment very well, but I didn't realize at that moment the magic of Ted's announcement that night could possibly be matched by the remarkable evolution and impact of the United Nations Foundation and those that we honor tonight. We are honoring those champions who, like Ted, know that the UN is essential. It's essential. And they're working alongside the UN and the UN Foundation to address the world's most pressing problems. We celebrate America's champion and our ambassador at the United Nations, along with those on the front lines of the effort to eradicate polio. We toast GE Africa, demonstrating the best corporate citizenry, and the producers inspiring every girl and a few good boys to rise. We honor Malala, a great new leader today. Yes, yes. And we celebrate a champion for change and my friend, Tim Wirth. I am really thrilled. I am so honored to be part of this extraordinary evening. And now, to get us going, please welcome to the stage the President and CEO of the United Nations Foundation, Kathy Calvin. She is a Pulitzer Prize-winning author, a Harvard professor, and was the founding executive director of the Carr Center for Human Rights Policy. At the White House, she served as special assistant to President Obama, where she focused on reform, LGBT and women's rights, the promotion of religious freedom and the protection of religious minorities, human trafficking and democracy and human rights. Today, Ambassador Samantha Power is our voice and our champion at the United Nations, serving as the United States permanent representative to the UN. I have to say that I hope, and I know the women's movement is hoping, that Ambassador Power will use her brilliance, her charm, and considerable powers of persuasion to finally get the U.S. to ratify CEDAW. Yes. CEDAW, for those who don't know, the UN Treaty on Women's Rights. Virtually every country in the world, except ours, has ratified this treaty, and it would immeasurably improve our international standing and credibility at the UN in promoting women's rights around the world. There are also other very, very important treaties that are hopefully about to be passed, treaties that protect the rights of the disabled, for example. Tonight, we honor Samantha with the Leo Nevis Human Rights Award. Please welcome Ambassador Samantha Power. Our next honoree has been thrust into the international spotlight at the tender age of 16. I know she and her family are heartbroken that they cannot be here as planned, but thanks to the beauty of the digital age, although it's 1 a.m. in the morning on a school night, we're going to be able to see her here on the big screen in just one moment. And to present our next award, I am privileged to introduce a member of the board of the United Nations Foundation. In her home country of Jordan and around the world, she is a tireless advocate for women and girls. Education, and children in need everywhere. Please welcome Her Majesty Queen Rania of Jordan. We have to have hope when there are girls like that. Thank you, Malala, for staying up so late for us. God bless you. Directed by Academy Award nominee Richard Robbins, Girl Rising tells a story of 9 extraordinary girls from 9 countries, written by 9 celebrated writers, and narrated by 9 renowned actors. It was produced, ironically, by the documentary group 10 x 10. To present their award, we welcome a passionate advocate on behalf of children in her home country of India and around the world. And at just 31 years old, Priyanka Chopra is already an accomplished and celebrated actor and entertainer. But first, let's take a look. Take a look at this, a brief look at the extraordinary film, Girls Rising. Improving the lives of women and children is a team effort. It requires business, civil society, governments, international organizations, the media, and individuals like you working together for concrete results. That's why tonight we honor a movement which has won enormous gains in the effort to eradicate polio once and for all from the face of the earth. Since 1998, the World Health Organization, UNICEF, Rotary International, and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have together spearheaded an effort to immunize 2.5 billion children, billion, that's with a B, children against polio in the world. The stories of the workers on the front lines of this effort are like something out of an Oscar-winning movie. So tonight we honor those on the front lines to fight and eradicate polio. To present our next award, unfortunately, the executive director of UNICEF, Tony Lake, is not feeling well. In his place, we welcome Dr. Gro Harlem Brundtland, UN Foundation board member, former prime minister and first female PM of Norway, and Director General Emeritus of the World Health Organization. I'm just curious, has anybody here recognized the fact that the music that plays people on and off the stage is a score from the newsroom? I'm just asking. It's really fun playing a female version of Ted. For 15 years, Tim Wirth has helped make all of the UN Foundation's accomplishments possible. He said that public-private partnerships were a priority and forged creative relationships with corporations and charities, citizens and foundations around the world. He said the UN Foundation needed to become a campaign organization and oversaw creation of Nothing But Nets, the Global Clean Cook Stove Initiative, Girls Up, and countless other very successful initiatives. He spearheaded the Better World campaign to convince, cajole, and coax the United States into paying its back dues to the UN with the slogan that he came up with, "Great nations pay their bills." Throughout the last 15 years, Tim has proven that he's one of the world's most tireless, creative, passionate, and effective advocates for a world that is safer, cleaner, and more prosperous and just. And to present my friend, Tim Wirth, the final award tonight, I think I need another friend to come up here. Ted. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the founder and chairman of the UN Foundation, Ted Turner.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've had a lot of wonderful things happen to me in my life. I was married to this woman for 10 years.